go. I'm waiting. Check.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Protect yourself, baby.
And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen as you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. That will be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run. This is Kamara.
Get off.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Brees. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brees. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I like Brees.
But he's
athletic enough
that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to
I like a little Breezy.
Coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner.
Little Breezy.
Enough there in the tank.
Little Breezy.
On 1st down, Brees.
There you go.
That's to
Kamara out the backfield. Get off. Get off. Get off.
Him over. A good pickup there at 22.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him over the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
I think it's a game in this bit. You think it's a game in this bitch? You think it's a game in this bitch?
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Touchdown. Touchdown. There.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
Oh, I'm
But
gonna pick.
that's going to wind up
I'm gonna pick.
incomplete. Rodney McLeod that
I'm
time
gonna pick
able to
me.
knock it away. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
They ain't gonna do that right. They gonna be confused.
Breeze now to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll end up
almost
getting
got to that
five out of
bit.
that, but now they're looking at...
Let me see. He almost got to that bit. I was about to pass him right. I said, oh, let me go. I was going to juke him. I juked him.
Third down. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're in.
What happened there? What the fuck happened? He just dropped that bit. He was supposed to catch that. He was supposed to catch that, bro.
The game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, they get to the football.
Give me that.
It's blocked. Now it's
run it.
And now
Touchdown.
Look at him go. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Howard. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to slither by. And now running right through him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ready. 5-9. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He won't go down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, Bart,
let me show you.
If you get your hips turned the wrong way.
I saw it. Let me show you what happened. See, this is how you read the defense. See that? You see him right here? Pow. When I saw what decision he made, watch this. He gonna go over here. So he opened up the field right here for Michael Thomas cutting across the field. See? Boom. He committed. So, and then old boy, he can't cover all that. So he gonna try to compensate right here. So he writes this up. Boom, cutting across. Boom. Right over there. Boom.
Big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And it's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Did I do that? I thought so. I did do that. Boom. That was me. That was me. That was me, nigga.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Oh, they intercept that.
Wentz now to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Like that.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. 95-56. Got one.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Thomas the intended target.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down now, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 39, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wentz on 3rd down.
I had him. I had that bitch.
Before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down.
I had that
at the same 16. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Well, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the
He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
That motherfucker.
About a 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's
Throw that again. Throw it again, bitch.
They're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract.
Throw it again, bitch.
Kick that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Eagles on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Yeah, him. He had 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 him. Let me show you. Bro, I be seeing them rocks. He had him right here. Let me put him right here. This is what he had right here. He could have hit him. Right there. Whoop! Right here. Look at this. Look at this. He could have dropped that bitch in there. Right there. Right there. He should have dropped that bitch right there. He could have got the first. What the first said. Yep, he could have got the first if he'd have dropped it in there right there. 17. He should have dropped this one. He should have told you when he should have. Right here. Boom. Drop. Pass. Instead, he held it. And then he held it. And then he had a long. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, that nigga had. Oh, man. Hello?
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the
All
second
right.
time.
I'm about to come in a minute. Wow.
Returnable for Sherrills.
Ah, keep going, Ben.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
What was it, 45? I got the call. There you go, right here. Boom! I was out of bounds, bitch. That's why you got the call. I was already out, bitch. I was already out, bitch. You hit me, bitch.
Ready. 95, 56.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
10, 11 yards to carry.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh!
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
What's this? Boom! Ooh, what that? Boom! Broke his ankle. Got a good block right there. Broke his ankle. Got a good block right there. 2 good blocks. They couldn't catch me. Oh man.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
LaShawna, like say, feeling one of LaShawna or Rick seeing the things up there. Because you see, when you look at it in Adobe yesterday afternoon under your SU girls, when they wouldn't let you need Adobe to sign that damn sign out.
Who looked at it?
If you receive it, feel it.
Oh.
Until she pressed the sign, he didn't allow her to sign it. You don't even need Adobe to sign Adobe sign. You need Adobe to request a signature.
Right. You don't need. I don't have.